Hey, how y'all doing today, man? Hey, welcome to Boss Ambassadors Network Live. We're so excited that you all are with us today and joining us and going to be able to get a little insight into some things. Hey, I just want to say something real quick. Hey, make sure y'all check out our products. These gummies are so delicious. They're very healthy and very good for you.
They're called Radiant Mind. I use it every single day.
Yes.
And it's giving me energy and it's really keeping me focused and very healthy. I also use the Vitamin C Glow Serum, which is absolutely amazing. I use it every single day and it keeps my skin glowing and keeps me beautiful inside and out.
Yes, and also we just want to say, hey, you always have the opportunity, and we're looking for you to be able to join our team or to be able to become a customer. But let's go ahead and go into our why. Why do I do what I do, right? Why? Why do I believe what I believe? Why do I want to go after success? Why do I want to go after business? Why? Why your why is important, right? Your why is the foundation of everything you do. Everything you do in this life is predicated on your why. You don't have to be able to think about like, I'm going to start this business. Why? Why do you want to start the business? Yeah. Are you want to? Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Yeah. Why you want to start your business, or why do you want to be able to go back to school? You know, why do you want to obtain new skills? Think about it. In life, we go through different times. We go through hard times. We go through setbacks. We go through things that's difficult in life. So you have to ask yourself, what is keeping me grounded? What is keeping me going? What is keeping me moving forward so I can achieve my goals and I can achieve my dreams, right? What is propelling me? What's pushing me? This is how I see the why. I see the why as a magnet.
Okay.
Right? And one thing about magnets are very strong. So they pull things to them, right? So that's what your why is supposed to do. Your why is supposed to pull you towards it so you can be able to withstand whatever comes your way. And also one thing about your why, it gives you clarity. You're able to have a clear mind. You're able to have clear thoughts, right? Because now your why gives you purpose. Clarity and purpose go together. Because what is a bus driver that don't know where they're going, right? A bus driver that doesn't have any direction doesn't have any clarity. And one thing that you want to have when you are starting your business, going back to school, whatever you're trying to do in life, you want to be able to be clear and you want to have clarity of mind. You want to have clarity of thought, right? You want to be able to have, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this business? Why am I going back to school? Why am I working this job? Am I working this job for a paycheck? Am I working this job because it's my passion? Am I working this job because I'm just doing it just because everybody else do it, right? You want to have a why stronger than that. You want to have a why that propels you and pushes you even when hard times come, because hard times will come.
Absolutely.
They're going to come. They're going to come.
Absolutely.
But in the midst of it, you have to say, I'm committed. I remember a time or two, because we have a nonprofit organization too called All Is Unite. But I remember a time when the vehicle was hanging to the side because I hit a dog, right? So the vehicle was hanging to the side and I had to still deliver food to our partner. And,
we needed it.
And how do you think I felt pulling up with my vehicle like that? The CEO, you know, I felt bad. But in the midst of it, it wasn't about how I felt, it's about what had to be done.
Absolutely.
And what was done was me going to do what I needed to do with what I needed to do it with, right? And that was deliver that food. So I did what I had to do because that was my why. My why was to see somebody's life change. Absolutely. My why was to see somebody's stomach full from the food that we was able to give them. and to be able to see a need met because we met our partner's need.
Absolutely.
That why, your why is important, and you need that. You need your why because your why helps you to be able to understand why you do what you do.
That's right. And it starts when you're young. A lot of things we do growing up, we want to know, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to do this, I want to do that. Things change as we get older, but our why starts when we are young. What you're passionate about, you don't just become passionate about things as you get older. A lot of things that drive you to do what you do is your why. I remember when I was young, I wanted to be a princess. And you know, at 5, 6 years old, you want to be a princess. Why? Because it's inside of me. It's not for anybody else. It's because it's inside of me. And your why starts with, why do you get up every morning? What drives you to go to work every morning? What drives you to say, you know what? I don't want to work this job for the rest of my life. I want to find something else to do so that I can work for myself. Because I'm in this economy like you guys are, and we have no idea where we'll be within the next 10 years if we don't put our foot down and start taking control of our lives. That's the why. Your why is the reason why you are driven to do what you do on a day-to-day basis. Some people why are their kids. Some people why are their families. Some people why is generational wealth.
Wow.
All of that comes from within. All of that comes from the drive that you have and the ambition that you have on a day-to-day basis that's going to push you to get to the next level. Now, we have a lot of people out here that are comfortable where they are. They're comfortable being stagnant. They're comfortable working a regular job every day, and there's no problem with that. It's their form of stability. My form of stability is kind of on a higher level than that. So I strive for greatness. I strive to do the best I can if I'm at a job, if I'm at home with my family, if I'm feeding the community, and if I want any kind of supplemental income. Because what you got to do is think about nobody's going to give you anything.
Yes.
And your why is going to drive you to get to the next level. Today we want to really have you sit and think about your why.
Yes.
That's the reason why we're here with you today. We're going to start off by you getting inside of yourself and thinking about the reason why you do what you do on a day-to-day basis. Once you figure out your why, then you will be able to understand if you're comfortable where you are, if you want to move on to another level, or if there's something inside of you that's going to push you to be the best you can on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, and that's so real, you know, and we just want you to be able to, first of all, sit down, breathe, meditate, write down right now, what is your why? Write it down, put it on paper. And then after you put it on paper, what you want to do is to begin to move towards whatever you need to move towards. And when you do that, you're going to always have that why, because that why will be your foundation, right? It's the
You can
roots.
always look at it if you just write it down.
Yeah.
We can't remember everything.
No, we can't. We
You
can't.
know?
We can't.
But if you sit and do a brainstorm
Yeah.
and write everything down and then come back and look at it, you're like, wow, these are things that I know that I want to strive to do. And this is the reason why I want to do it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Because you know, I really look at the why as roots.
The roots to your dream.
Yeah.
The roots to your success.
Because one thing about roots, a tree can stand tall, right? But when the storm comes and it breaks the tree in half, the tree's gone, but the roots are still strong.
And still planting
Yeah.
the foundation.
The foundation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look
So
at
your
you.
why.
Okay.
Yeah. So your why is your foundation to the tree. Because you can always rebuild
Absolutely.
if you have the roots. But you don't want your roots to be taken up. Then you won't have a why.
Your why wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
So that might not have been the why that you thought was your why. That's why you got to go deep within yourself.
Wow.
And sit down and think about it. Like you said, meditate on it.
Yeah. You have to meditate on it.
Absolutely, because God will give you clarity when you sit, turn off everything, and just get within yourself to figure out what is my purpose, what is my why.
Yeah.
And then once you start jotting things down, you will never regret it. Absolutely.
That's true. You'll never regret it. Because
you plant that into your family, your kids.
That's true. Because you just said something so amazing. When you get your why, you're able to plant it inside of your family and your kids. So now you don't just have your why for you, but now you imparted your why to somebody else. That's powerful.
Absolutely.
So
and that's how you grow.
That's like when people team up, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. And all these whys come together. And something amazing begins to happen and take place. Because that synergy begins to happen.
Absolutely.
Right? Because now I have a glass that's bigger than me. And don't you want to be a part of a vision that's bigger than you?
Sometimes people are afraid to step outside their box. But when their why is strong enough, there's nothing in the world that's going to keep you inside their box. That's like you said with the roots. Your tree will get to a certain level, and you start building out branches.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Start breaking out branches.
Mm.
And as you break and as you build, and then your branches the branches might break off.
Yeah.
Some people might not feel as strong about their why, and they branch end up falling off your tree.
Wow.
But your roots are still strong,
Yeah.
and your foundation is still strong. So you're still able to live within your why and continue to grow strong. And I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And so that's what we want you guys to think about tonight, your why.
Yeah, think about your why tonight. So really, that's what we wanted to be able to bring to you tonight, man. We're excited for you all being a part of this amazing broadcast. Hey, like we said, man, we want you all to think about joining us and being a part of what we do. And also, if you can't join us, become a customer.
Get your gummies.
Get your gummies, because they so good, right? Radiant Mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Or your vitamin C glow.
Yes.
It's amazing. I use it daily, every single morning.
Yes. So we hope we inspired you all tonight. Hey, make sure you tune in next week, next Thursday at 7 o'clock. We are so excited to be able to empower you and bring you messages that will give you hope and be able to change the trajectory of your life.
Motivation.
Until next time, boss ambassadors. Well, network, right? You forgot? Hey, y'all, no, she did. But it's all good.
Boss Ambassadors Network. Next Thursday, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
See you then.
See you then. You all have an amazing night.